Hey guys, Cosmic Cubing, and this is my tutorial on the curvy copter. So this puzzle was invented by Adam G. Cohen in 2005, but actually first built in 2006. Fun fact for you guys there. This puzzle shapeshifts. If you misalign one of these layers by 90 degrees, now boom, it shapeshifts, just like this. If you hold it like this, it actually looks like a side with only one corner flipped. Pretty cool. This is actually one of my favorite shapeshifters I've ever had. So second is actually my ghost cube. That is such a fun shapeshifter once you understand it. This is my favorite shapeshifter in my whole collection. But yeah, so let's just go straight into scrambling it. Oh, I almost forgot. So if you don't want shapeshift, you can just turn one of these, just like that, 180 degrees, and it will not shapeshift, but you can still scramble it. But yeah, let's scramble this. And there we go. Sorry about that terrible cut. I knocked over my phone, so it wasn't perfect. But, yeah, we have it scrambled. It looks pretty scary while scrambled, but it's actually not that bad. So the best thing to do is to take these large chunks and bring them over like this, because this can't shapeshift that much, if you really think about it. So what you're going to need to do here is just take these chunks and all you want left are these two F2L looking pairs. If you have these kind of like big chunks of pieces all together, put them in the right place. All you want right now is this, because then you can find one of these kinds of pairs. So once you find one of these, see if you can find another one or bring another one in right below it, either in this kind of slot or this slot right here. Because what you can do is solve this, bring it over, and then solve that. So what your goal is to solve two pieces at once. Here, let me show you again. You want it in the bottom left or the bottom right of this piece, so that you can take it, solve this piece like this, and then turn it so that this other pair goes into that original slot. Then it's solved. And then you might get something like this, where you should have a pair here or here, but you don't. Find the other pair, or find another pair if you have more than one, and then try bring it over to that slot, just like that. You can always just bring it over like I did. So I'll show you again. So you have one pair here and one pair here. Take it, move it over, move it over. And now you have them this one in the bottom left. If it's in the bottom right, do the opposite of what I do. So you bring it, instead of doing that, you turn this layer right here. And then solve it. So that is literally all you need to do to bring into the cube shape. Very simple. So the next step to this is to solve all of your, I guess you should say, edges. These are the edges right here. So it's kind of like a pyramid. So you're going to want to find all of the edges where if you can bring them all to the same side. That shouldn't be that difficult. And then once you do that, they'll all be in the correct color scheme. You're going to want to find these pieces. You're going to want to bring all of them to the same side. In the end, you might have one that is kind of considered parity, where you can't bring it in without bringing another piece out. I'll show you what I mean if I get it. So bring all of them into the same place. Let's see, here's my last one. Oh, you're also going to want to fix this edge. So once you bring one so that you can bring in one move, you're going to want to bring this out of the way so you can turn this edge back, just like this. And there we go. Find the last one. That would be right here. So as you can see, this is what I call parity. You're going to need to, because you can't bring it in without replacing this piece. So this is where you're going to do, you're going to do this move that you're going to be doing for the rest of this solve. It's basically just swapping these two pieces. So take this one, bring it down, because what you're going to want to do is bring it so that you can easily bring this piece over here, or not easily. You're going to want to bring this piece over here so that you can basically exactly know. Where is it again? This will work. I guess you wouldn't really need to. That wasn't parity, sorry. Here. Let me get parity real quick. I thought I had parity. Okay, so this is parity. So it is where you have the other edge, or I guess centerpiece, on a blank corner where you don't have a piece. You're gonna need to flip this thing, but you can't. You're gonna need to flip all of these around, but you can't do that. So instead, you're gonna need to bring it over here. And then you can bring it in. So what you're gonna do for that is bring this edge down, or the centerpiece down. And then what you're gonna do is take that, bring it up, so that you can see now this can turn. And then you're gonna bring this down, okay? So it should look like this. And this down, this up, just like that. And let me explain it a little better. So take all these centerpieces with this one in front of you, bring it down, over here, and you're gonna swap them. So now, if you bring it back up, just like this, now it's over here. That's a good case. Because now, bring that piece over, put these away, bring that back, bring them back. Now, flip any of these the rest of the edges that are flipped, and there you go. Now I have all of them up. That should not take too long once you understand it. I know it's a little complicated at first, but you'll understand it, because you'll be doing those kind of moves for the rest of the solve. So next, what we need to do is make these edge pairs, or corner pairs, I guess, where we have the corner, the edge corresponding to it, and the two centerpieces attached to it. So the first one I will start with is the green and red. So what you're gonna need to do is take that edge, bring it to the top. And let's say the corner is not completely facing up, so when you insert it, it won't match. All you need to do is turn it just like this until it faces up. Because you're gonna need to attach it to its corresponding edge, right? And then it won't always be facing up. So turn that corner until it matches up. Then fix the edge while you're at it. Once you have that, all you need to do now is insert the centerpiece. So find a centerpiece that can be inserted in one move, like that. So as you can see here, we need the red one. We have the red center. You can just turn it in, right? Because the edges that can be inserted in one move are in this straight line. Here, well, for this space right here on the left, here, 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 and here. So what you can do, if you have one in that line, I guess, you can take it, bring it out of the way, or I guess what you could do is done. Wait. Oops. There we go. Took long enough. There we go. You can insert it just like that. I'll show you again in a little bit. And the line is the same thing for the other one. For the one on the right side, it will be here, 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 and you get the idea. So I have one right here. This is an example on where you don't have any kind of parity. So you take it, bring it to a position. So let's say it is in the very back. Just turn it until you get it to a space where you can insert it, just like that. But of course, when you bring it in like that, it brings out the corner. So instead, just bring that corner all the way, bring it in, bring it back. And now we have our pair. You can bring it in. Now let's see if we can get parity on this one. As you can see, we have the, let's say the corners over here, bring over here, and then flip the corner until it matches. There we go. Now, here, what we have is a case where we have parity. I guess, where this edge cannot be inserted in one move. It needs to, this blue centerpiece needs to be here, because as you can see, we can bring that in one move, but not this, the right piece. So what I would do is put this back in its slot. So, because you're gonna need to flip these two right here, put this, the corner in its slot for now, bring it out of the way. And then do that flipping alg, I guess, or that swapping algorithm that I taught you. Bring them out of the way, just like that, or with them on the top. Swap them, bring them back. And now if we bring that all back in, as you can see, it's in the right place. So now we can bring it in. There we go. One is in. Let's find the next one. So there's a red right here. But as you can see, for the red, we have one right here that can be inserted because it is in the line. So all we need to do is bring that in. But now we flip the edge. So bring them out of the way, flip the edge, bring them all back. Another pair is made. So I will do an example for all of these. Let's see, a corner needs flipped. This is a full example right here. Okay. The line for this piece would be here. Wait. Oh wait, no, here, here, here. This one needs to flip. So swap. Bring it back. This needs to go in here. And we have one in. We have another one right here. So here, 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 here. I think I can flip these two so that this piece is here. Bring that in for now, bring it out of the way. And now, there we go. We can easily solve it. Wait, I think I might have messed up. Did I? I don't think so. Oh wait, no I didn't. It's right here, sorry. There we go. And then flip the edge while we're at it. And now, we have a whole pair made. And let's solve this last pair. It's gonna take too long, so let's skip to when it's solved. And there we go. Our first two layers are solved. Not that bad. It's all just one swapping alg. But yeah, now for the hardest part. We need to insert all of these centerpieces over here. This is probably one of the harder steps. It's kind of complicated, but you should be able to get it. So let's see. So bring in any that you can bring in. You should be able to bring in at least one. Maybe all of them if you're lucky. But yeah, so what we have here, let's start with the green one. So as you can see, the green one, we need to bring in this piece. Are there any pieces that we can bring in here? Actually, yes, there is. So instead, find one like this, where you have a solved one here and another one opposite. What you can do is swap these two pieces. So what you can do is swap a green and a yellow. That is your best bet, swapping out for a yellow piece. It'll make it a lot easier. So find this, internal, so it is in this space like we normally do. And then in the completely opposite of that piece, put a yellow piece. Now you're ready to swap. So take it with the orange, yellow. What you can do is set it up just like that and swap. And now what you should have is a ready to be solved orange. You can tell if it is set up like this or if it is solved. So if you want to fix this, all you need to do that, that, and that. Just like that. Do the same thing here. So what you can do here is swap. Let's see, what can we swap here? This is a pretty bad case. What you can do is swap these two pieces. Because if you have this kind of case, this is a case I hate getting. I'm going to do two swaps. So I'm going to swap these two pieces. And these two. What's that sound? I don't know. So I'm going to swap these two. So this is the basic swap that we did in the very beginning, or that we've been doing. Bring them down. Set them up. Swap. Bring them back. And now if we bring it all back, you can see, there we go. These two pieces are swapped. Now you can swap these two pieces. So I can't really find a yellow piece to swap out. That's fine, you don't need to. So set it up like that. And just like that, swap, bring it back. Now what we have is, basically we have one ready. Everything will be ready in the end, trust me. It may not look that way, but they are. So now we have a red piece. What we can do, swap those two pieces. As you can see, this piece is still completely fine. Now what I'm gonna do is I can swap out for a yellow piece. It's basically the same thing over and over again. Now we have two ready to be inserted pieces. You can solve them if you really want to. And lastly, we have one piece left to solve, I guess. So sometimes you'll get that case, you'll just do the same thing. Sometimes you'll get this case to solve that. This is a very odd case to get. It is not that bad to solve though, or not that bad to fix. So all you need to do, flip the right and the left, solve that. Let's see, I have not solved this case in a little bit. And then I'm back here. I do not remember how to solve this case. Oh, I think I remember. Let's try that. Flip them back. F, R, F, R, L, F. So this is actually one case that I have no idea how to solve. I have one unsolved piece. Let's figure it out together. So what we could do is swap these two pieces. So okay. Swap these two, I guess. And then we could swap those two, so now we have that solved. That's solved, and there you go. And there you go, it's solved. That part solved. A little confused there. So now we have these flipped edges, okay? I can go over that last step again if you really want. I can possibly try getting it again for you guys. In the end, I'll show you guys how I did that. But yeah. So now we have these flipped edges. These are pretty easy to solve. All you need to do is hold one in front of you. Misalign those layers. Swap those. And then you're gonna do another swap in the bottom. Just like that. And that is how you flip one. Here's another one. So here it is again. Misalign, 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 misalign. And there you go. That is how you flip those edges. Here's the next step. So this is the corners. So what you need to do here is find a corner, put it on your right, or I guess, yeah, put it on your right and do this alg. You're gonna want to have the solved one on your left. So R, L, B, L, B, R, B, L, B, L. Now check. There you go. They're solved. Or they're oriented, I guess. Your last step is to basically flip all the corners. So you can do this with one alg, or not really an alg, it's just doing a cycle. So you're going to want to have one solved corner on your left, in the front left. If you have two, pick one and put it in the front left and do this. F, R, B, L. Just do that 6 times. And also, if you do it 3 times, you actually flip all the edges. So if you have all the edges flipped at once, just do F, R, B, L 3 times. And there we go. So now we have that. But, as you can see, it did nothing. So that means that you cannot do that for that case, I guess. I thought you could. Instead, take unsolved corners, put them in front of you. Put the 2 unsolved corners. If you have 3 unsolved corners, or even 4, if you have 3, take a solved corner, put it on the front left, and do the alg until it solves. If you have 2 solved corners, put them in the back. If you have no solved corners, just do the alg until you get 1 or 2. If you get 2, do that. What I just said, put them in the back. If you get 1, put it in the front left. Right here I have 2, so I'm going to put it in the back and do that alg. Okay, now we have no solved corners. So once you have that, do the alg until you get 1 solved corner. This is probably the longest step, in my opinion. Okay, now we have 1. You're gonna put that in the front left. Wait, what did I do? That really messed me up. Now we have 1 again. Let's not pop an edge again. F, R, B, L, F, R, B, L, B, L, F, R. So I lost the last clip, but basically you just keep doing that until it solves. But yeah. And I was not able to get that last case. I spent like 20 minutes trying to get it. I could not get it again. I'll make a whole separate video on me getting those weird cases on the curvy copter. But yeah, if this video is helpful, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to this channel. I really want to hit 150 subscribers soon. That would mean the world to me. But yeah, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, turn on post notifications so you get notified every time I post. Bye guys.